A Quantum Sounds production.
It's Judah.
But we out here for you so-called blacks and Hispanics, and it's high time that you wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God. And stop covering yourself with these wicked philosophies, with these wicked doctrines of these Christian church, of your slave master, the so-called white man. It's high time that you wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God.
That's right.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 25. We lie down in our shame. See, that's what we do. We out here lying down in our shame. Lying down because we the lowest people on the face of the earth. So we just lie down in our shame and in our wickedness. And our confusion covereth us. And your confusion covers you. Your confusion thinking you African. That's right. Thinking you a black man. Thinking you a nigga. Spit cool. Thinking that you below these other nations. Your confusion and your shame covers you. But you the Israelites the Bible speaks of. And it's high time that you wake up and keep these commandments. Read. For we have sinned against the Lord our God. So because you sinned against the Lord your God, your confusion covers you in thinking that you're African and thinking that you're Afro-American. That's a hairstyle. Thinking you black. You're not black. You the Israelite the Bible speaks of. And it's high time that you wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read. We and our fathers from our youth even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God. Even unto this day we refuse to obey the voice of the Lord thy God. We continue women wearing pants, disobeying the Sabbath, all type of wickedness, whoredom, fornication. We hate this Bible. Our people hate this Bible. But y'all gonna learn. It's high time that you wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God. As the Israelites the Bible speaks of. Read it from the top again. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 25. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us, for we have sinned against the Lord our God. See, our confusion covers us because we sinned against the Most High God. And we don't understand that we the Israelites the Bible speaks of, and that you must keep God's commandments. You understand that you must keep God's commandments if you want salvation. Because you want salvation, right? When Christ comes, you want to be saved, right? So you want to know what you got to do to have salvation, right? Give me that in Matthew 5. Give me Matthew 5 and 20. No, give me that in Matthew 23. He said, "What must I do to enter into the kingdom?" And 2 hands is on. If not, just give me Matthew 5 and 20. Because you must keep the commandments of the Most High God. All y'all out here must keep the commandments of the Most High God if you want salvation when Christ returns. You must keep the commandments. That's the only way. Wake up as the Israelites and keep the commandments. Matter of fact, give me that in 1 Kings 8 and 46. You must understand that you're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And you must keep God's commandments. As the Israelites, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. You the Israelites the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Read. 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not. So Solomon is praying to the Most High, saying, if they sin against me, which no man sins not, because all of us out here have sinned against the Most High God. Sin, according to the Bible, is breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments, according to 1 John 5 and 3. So he said, if any man sin against me, which there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, and deliver us to the enemy, which he have done. The Most High has delivered us to the enemy. That's why we over here in captivity, in Babylon the Great, serving a slave master.
That's right.
Because we sinned against the Most High God. Read. So that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy, far or near. Yet if they shall bethink themselves, but if you shall bethink yourselves meaning remember who you are as a people. Remember that you're the Israelites the Bible speaks of. Remember that you are God's chosen people. Read. In the land whither they were carried captive. Here in America, in the land of your captivity. Remember that you're an Israelite that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Read. And repent and make supplication unto thee. And repent. That's a foreign word to a Negro. Repent what? I got to change my ways? Repent as an Israelite and keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read. And make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned and have not done perversely. Meaning recognize that you have been wickedness. That you have been in wickedness. That you smoke crack all your life. That you've been a homo all your life. That you've been a fornicator, committing adultery all your life. Repent and understand that you are in wickedness. And that you must repent and keep the commandments. And turn back to the laws of the Most High God. And come humbly and repent. Read.
We have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee all their heart, and with all their soul, in the land of their enemies.
And if you return back to the Most High commandments with all your heart and all your soul, meaning your mind, according to Mark 7:21, meaning turn back and do these commandments, not just fake these commandments or pretend to do these commandments, actually walk in the commandments of the Most High God, what will he do?
Which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause.
So once you repent as an Israelite, return back to the commandments of the Most High God, then the Most High hears your prayers. Because the Most High ain't hearing y'all prayers while y'all in wickedness right now. Then the Most High will hear your prayers and keep your cause and keep your supplication and return you out of your land. Go back to Jeremiah 3:25. But a lot of y'all Negroes don't want that. Y'all rather stay confounded and confused in your shame. Rather stay in this wickedness. A lot of y'all love the ghetto. Me personally, I can't stand it. I'm ready to get out of this captivity.
That's right.
This is not how our people supposed to be living. We're not supposed to be in this wicked society. We are kings among this earth.
That's right.
It is high time that you black Negroes stop cooning and shucking and jiving and wake up and repent as the Israelites the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 25. We lie down in our shame. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us.
See, y'all Israelites, y'all lie down in y'all shame. Y'all love shucking and jiving on Friday night, disco on Saturday, the club Saturday night, and then right in the Christian church on Sunday talking about praise Jesus. Praise white man Jesus. Y'all love lying down in y'all shame and y'all confusion. But it's high time that you wake up. We here to show you blacks and Hispanics that you the Israelites the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And if you don't repent, you're going to die here in America.
That's right.
For we have sinned against the Lord our God, we and our fathers, from our youth even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God.
Because we continue not to obey the voice of the Lord our God. Women wearing pants, women whoring around, and all type of wickedness. The men, gangbangers, shooting each other, killing each other. That ain't how we supposed to be living. We royalty upon this earth. But y'all want to live like niggas. Y'all want to be the bottom of society. Y'all happy with second place. When the Most High got the world, y'all fight over a project that's poured in, that's run down when the Most High got the world for you. The Most High got the world waiting on you, but y'all want to fight over a block. Give me that in 2nd Ezra 6:56. The Most High made the whole world for you so-called blacks and Hispanics, but y'all want to fight over a hood that's run down, that looks like nothing. The Most High made the whole world for y'all. It's high time that you blacks and Hispanics repent and keep the commandments of the Most High God.
That's right.
Read.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people which also came of Adam,
So as for the other people that also came of Adam,
thou hast said that they are nothing.
start at verse 54.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all, and the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
So of Adam comes all people, all races, and the people he have chosen, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. So everybody stems from Adam and God's chosen people. The Most High puts division between us and the other nations. Why? Because we are his chosen people. We are a holy nation, but we don't act like it. We rather stay in the hood and be niggas our whole life and die instead of keep these commandments and live for eternity and get this kingdom. Rule over the nation. Read.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
See, the Most High God made the world for our sakes. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, the Most High made the world for your sakes. But y'all happy with a hood. Y'all happy with a 2-bedroom condo. Y'all happy with a rundown project. Not me. I want the kingdom. So we gonna keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Read on.
Verse 56. As for the other people which also came of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing.
There it goes. I can see the black women crying now. Yes, the white man is nothing according to the Most High God. The African is nothing according to the Most High God. Yeah, y'all not African. Y'all not even close to African. Y'all the Israelites the Bible speaks of. And it's high time that you wake up and keep God's commandments or die here in America. I'm going to prove it. Go to Matthew 5:20. Because if you don't repent as an Israelite that the Bible speaks of and keep God's commandments, you ain't got to worry about a nigga killing you. The Most High going to destroy you. If you don't repent and keep his commandments. Read.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 20. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees.
Jump up to verse 9. Jump up to verse 18.
For whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
So Christ is saying if you break one of these least commandments, you might think there's a least commandment, but there ain't no least commandment. But some of these least commandments like growing your beard, keeping the Sabbath, having fringes of a border and blue upon the borders upon the hem of your garment. If you break one of these least commandments, you will be called least in the kingdom. That don't mean you making it into the kingdom. Give me Isaiah 66:24. You ain't no such thing as a least king. Ain't no such thing as a least king. You either keep these commandments or die here in America. Read.
Isaiah chapter 66 verse 24. They shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of them that transgressed against me.
So the Israelites that keep the commandments when Christ returns, we're going to go forth upon the dead carcasses that transgressed the laws of the Most High. Meaning they refused, they was rebellious, and refused to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read.
For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
So if you don't keep these commandments, only thing waiting for you is death for eternity. You must keep the commandments of the Most High God as an Israelite that the Bible speaks of. It's high time that you blacks and Hispanics wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God. Give me that in Romans 10:13. 13:10. It's high time that you wake up out of your sleep. Because y'all asleep right now. Y'all don't hit the snooze button 2 or 3 times. It's time for you to get up out of the bed and wake up as an Israelite and keep the commandments of the Most High God.
Read. Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Because knowing the time is near. The end is near. So it's high time that you wake up and keep the commandments of the Most High God. It's high time to wake up out of your sleep. For what?
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Because your salvation is nearer than you ever think. But you're not going to get salvation if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments as an Israelite that the Bible speaks of. So you can cool, shake, and jive all you want to. You might think as long as you believe on Jesus, you're going to be saved. But you're going to die here in America if you don't keep these commandments in the faith of Christ. As an Israelite that the Bible speaks of, you're going to die here in America. Give me Isaiah 30 and 30. 30 and 1. Because it's high time that you Israelites wake up and repent. Because that's what the problem is. Y'all believe in these nations too much. Y'all love cleaving to these nations. Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord. Take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a reading, but not of my...
Know your arms, baptized.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Because that's what you so-called blacks and Hispanics do. Y'all don't take heed to the Bible. Y'all don't take heed to the word that we bringing out, that you must repent and keep the commandments of the Most High God. Instead, you'll listen to your pastor, which is teaching you garbage. And you cover with a covering, and that covering is Christianity. These religions, these false doctrines. But y'all don't want to take heed to the Most High when he's telling you you must repent and keep the commandments of the Most High God. But instead, y'all rather add sin to sin. Read on.
That they may add sin to sin.
That's what you do when you in the midst of sin, and then you want to go to one of these devil places, yes, the church. That's Satan's playground. You want to go there and try to seek help, and they telling you as long as you believe in white man Jesus, you will be saved. You just adding sin to sin. You putting sin on top of sin. Instead of going to this Bible and repenting and trying to find out the true knowledge of who you are and that you must keep the commandments of the Most High God. Read on.
Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Because instead, you still cling on to Egypt. I'm going to show y'all something about Egypt. Because just like we clinged on to Egypt back in the past, we still cling on to Egypt today.
Read on. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of the Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Because the trusting in the shadow of Egypt, trusting in America, this so-called white man is going to be your confusion. It's going to be the downfall. It's all you can already tell. We at the bottom of society trusting in this white man. What has this society done for us? Just look around. What has this society and this nation done for us as a people? Nothing. They ain't done a damn thing. And you can see it. You can look around and see that this nation has done nothing. Give me Lamentations 4:17. But that's the problem with our people. We put our trust in this nation. We put our trust in these other nations that they can give a damn about us, instead of putting our trust in this Bible and these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because that's the only way you're going to change anything in this community. That's the only thing you're going to change. That's the only time you're going to change anything, is by waking up as the Israelites, understanding your true nationality of who you are, and keeping these commandments. That's how you get the black man off drugs. That's how you get the black man out the streets. These laws, statutes, and commandments.
Read. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
See, that's the problem. We fail for vain help. Our eyes are failed for vain help. For who?
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
See, that's the problem. We look in vain help and we watch for a nation that cannot save us. That's right. Why we put our faith in Section 8. That's why we put our faith in food stamps and child support. That ain't saving us. Look around. Where has these nations gotten you? They might have got a little money in your pocket, but you still a nigga in the street. You still the lowest of society. They still look at you like you nothing, when in all actuality, they are nothing. Read it from the top again.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So this nation cannot save you. The only person that can save you is Christ, the black Messiah. And the only way you're going to be saved is by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. As an Israelite, according to the Bible. Because we broke these laws, statutes, and commandments, that's why we went into slavery. That's why we still in slavery. Like the brother brought out earlier. Y'all still in captivity. What? If y'all went in captivity, why the hell they got bars around the project? I don't see bars around no other communities but the projects. You go to Esau neighborhood, ain't no bars around it. They got y'all like a damn penitentiary. Got y'all caged in because y'all still in captivity. Y'all just destroyed as a people. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you why we went into captivity. Why this happened to our people and why it's still happening to our people. Because we continue to break God's commandments. That's why all this continue to happen to our people. Black men always want to know why the bad things happen to us. Because we continue to break God's commandments. That's exactly why. Until you repent and start keeping the commandments, bad things are going to continue to happen to you. Ain't nothing going to change if we keep living how we live as a nation of people. Nothing is going to change. Obama's not finna do a damn thing. The United States not finna do a damn thing. The only person that can do anything is the Most High. And we got to put our trust in Him. He's not going to do nothing until we put our trust in Him. And how do we put our trust in Him? By keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Read Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Read it again. But it shall come to pass, if Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is bringing the word to the Israelites from the Most High, saying, it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, that what?
To observe to do all His commandments,
read,
and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses is telling the Israelites that if you do not keep the commandments of the Most High God, that all these curses that I'm about to tell you are going to happen to you. And they continue to happen to us this day. So because we broke God's commandments, there were certain cursings that came upon us. Give me Deuteronomy 28:32. We're going to get into some of the curses that plague the black communities unto this day, because you continue to be rebellious and wicked and not keeping God's commandments and covering with Christianity and the doctrines of this evil nation. That's why y'all in the bottom. That's why y'all at the bottom of society, in the ghettos, in the slums, our neighborhood, all ghettos around the world look the same, and we in them.
Read Deuteronomy chapter 32. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So because we broke God's law, statutes, and commandments, our sons and our daughters were given unto another people. Did not that happen to the black and Hispanic man and woman? Yes. When we got over here on slave ship, we were given unto another people. And like you see the movie Roots, their kids was taken from them and given to another people in slavery. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And our eyes fail for longing with them all the day long, because we wanted our kids back, but there wasn't nothing we could do about it. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Because there was no might to get our kids back in slavery. They divided and separated everybody. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. And we continue to break God's commandments. They still do the same thing today. It's just spirit. Y'all so destroyed, y'all don't understand. Because in order for a black woman to get welfare, the black man has to leave the house. That's the same thing right there. They divide and conquer the family. That's the whole purpose of all this Section 8 and welfare, is to destroy the black and Hispanic family. But y'all think he give me a little money, I'm good. That's all y'all worried about. Matter of fact, give me down Revelation. No, same that curse. 64, 56. Yeah. That's a curse upon our people also, because we continue to break God's commandments. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
See, that's why all y'all blacks and Hispanics hate y'all's baby daddies. Why? Because you're not keeping God's commandments. And that's a curse upon our people. Read on.
And toward her son.
And toward your sons. Why? Because he look just like the baby daddy, so you don't like him. So you take your anger out on the baby daddy, on the child. Read on.
And toward her daughter. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet. And toward her children which she shall bear. For she shall eat them for want of all things.
And that's what y'all do here in this captivity. Y'all use y'all children for everything. Y'all use y'all kids for sex. A lot of y'all women just have babies just to get on welfare. Just to get on Section 8. Just to get child support. Food stamps. Because that's a curse upon our people. But it's high time that we wake up. Instead of looking for a husband, you're looking for a baby daddy. Just to get a paycheck. It's wicked as hell. It's high time that you wake up and repent and keep the commandments. But the dudes ain't no better. Jump up to verse 54. Because this is the result of it. This is why the women do this. Because the men out of order. Because the men don't want to step and stay in the household. They don't want to be a father. They want to be a baby daddy. That's all they want to be. They just want to run in every female and keep it moving. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
That's why y'all kill each other out here. Because y'all eyes have turned evil towards your brother. You don't look at your brother in love anymore. You look at your brother like, this nigga, I want to kill him for no reason. You can walk into a new neighborhood, don't know nobody, ain't never met nobody, and a nigga look at you and want to kill you. That's hatred towards your brothers. Because we're not keeping God's commandments. That's why we turn evil towards one another. The only way to change that is by keeping God's commandments.
That's right.
As an Israelite. Y'all want the crime rate to go down? Start keeping the commandments of the Most High God.
That's right.
And see how fast it changed. Read it from the top again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall rule.
That's why you're a baby mama. Because he lay with you and his eyes evil towards his people and towards you. That's why he can't stand you. And that's why he leaves you and the kids. So the flip side, your eye turns evil towards him and your kids. So you use them to get Section 8, welfare, food stamps, anything you can to get a paycheck for your kids. That's a curse upon our people. But it's high time you wake up and repent and keep the commandments of the Most High God and get the family in order. Get the structure. Stop looking for baby daddies and start looking for husbands. Stop looking for baby mamas and start looking for wives.
That's right.
And keep these commandments of the Most High God. And stop all the whoredom and the wickedness that's plaguing our community. Because y'all rebellious and y'all refuse to hear the Bible.
That's
just like
right.
today. Y'all just walking by like we ain't saying nothing. Like y'all ain't hearing nothing. Y'all hear us. Y'all just rebellious as hell. But it's going to be hard time. Y'all going to wake up. Y'all going to learn this Bible.
Israel in the house.